Hello everyone, I hope that you're so fine. And now in this week, we're going to continue working with the second part of the unit number 6, that is home. And now in this lessons, we're going to see the story, the numbers, check up number 3, and phonics. Let's start. Check. First of all, here you have the lesson. In the lesson number 3, you have story. And it's important just to listen and check and look for prepositions of place.
Page 56. Lesson 3. Story. A. Talk about the pictures. Then listen and read. Surprise.
The living room's messy.
Let's clean up.
Okay. There's a sock on the sofa.
There are books under the table.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
Surprise!
Wow!
Thank you.
So, you can see here that this value that we're talking about is to be helpful. Then, once that we finish with this, we have to go to our workbook and we're going to start answering the exercise A and the exercise B. Here you can see some sentences that are incomplete and we have to complete it with the words that we have in the box. So as you can see here in the number 1, you have the living rooms and you have here like table, sofa, clean up, messy, apple, or books. In the number 2, you have there the word let's. Let's what? Let's table, let's sofa, let's clean up, let's messy, let's apple, or books. So you have to choose the correct word. It's important to check in the number 3 and in the number 4 you have there is like singular, and number 4 there are. That means that we have to look for a plural objects. Then in the the next exercise, going back to our student book, we have to answer this. So we have to listen, and according to the sequence, we have to write the numbers in the little squares.
Page 57. B. Listen and number. 1,
The living room's messy.
2,
There's a sock on the sofa.
There are books under the table.
3, I don't know. 4,
Surprise!
Just remember, keep in mind that we're going to check these answers the next Saturday. Now, going back to our workbook, we have to answer the exercise C, and here you have to write or complete again the sentences using the words that we have in the box. So it's important to check what is the position of them, and in this exercise we're applying the prepositions of place. As you can see in the number 1, you have there are. What is the object that is under the what? So for example, here you have a computer, the sofa, books, sneakers, table, or banana. So what do you think is the correct answer? Then in the exercise D, we have to match. According to each picture, we have to look for the correct sentence. As you can see in the number 1, or in all of them, we have a messy. So what is the correct place? In the number 1, what do you think? The living room's messy, the kitchen's messy, or the bathroom's messy? So please don't forget, if you want, you can use different colors to match them. And then in the letter E, we have to complete the sentence using a part of the house. For example, maybe you can use bedroom or kitchen or garage or whatever. And then don't forget to make a little drawing. Then let's check this video.
Look! It's Jeremy and Julian. What are they doing? They're playing with their family. What are they playing? They're playing at home. It's a big house. Julian and Jeremy are in the living room. There's a sofa, a chair, and a TV. Dad and grandfather are in the sitting room. They are reading the newspaper. There's a table and 2 chairs. Grandma is in the kitchen. She's cooking. There's an oven and a microwave. Dad is behind the house. It's messy. There are lots and lots of toys. Look, it's Gerald. His bike is next to the table. Gerald likes his bike. Look, it's all of the family. What are they doing? They're eating. How many people are in your family?
So guys, in this video you can see, and if you remember, you can listen that they're mentioning parts of the house or some furniture, or also practicing the numbers. Like the last question is, how many people are in your family? Now we're going to learn and we're going to practice the numbers.
Page 58. Lesson 4. Numbers. B. Listen, point, and say.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
So here we're practicing all the numbers, so it's important just to remember to add what is the unit. For example, check. If you remember, I think that once when we were in our classroom, I told you that it's important to check what is the ending of these numbers from the number 13 until the number 19. So as you can see, all of them are ending with teen, and it's important to make an emphasis in this syllable. So also in additions, we have these 2 signs, and the names are this. The first one is called plus, and the other is called like equals. So we're going to practice a little bit them later. So check.
Page 58. C. Listen, ask, and answer. Then practice.
How many pencils are there?
There are 24 pencils. 1,
How many pencils are there? There are 24 pencils.
2,
How many markers are there?
There are 18 markers.
3,
How many crayons are there? There are 64 crayons.
4,
How many cards are there?
There are 52 cards.
It's important that when we are answering a question, we have to say again the word that we have in our question. For example, as you can see here, it says like how many pencils are there? So I have to answer there are, and then I have to say the number. Then let's answer this exercise.
Page 59. D. Count and write. Then listen and check. 1,
How many red pencils are there?
There are 8 red pencils.
How many blue pencils are there?
There are 16 blue pencils.
How many yellow pencils are there?
There are 9 yellow pencils.
How many pencils are there?
8 plus 16 plus 9 equals 33. There are 33 pencils.
2,
How many pink books are there? There are 10 pink books. How many orange books are there? There are 7 orange books. How many green books are there? There are 11 green books. How many books are there? 10 plus 7 plus 11 equals 28. There are 28 books.
So when you're doing an addition, it's important to say plus. That's the sign that we're using when we are doing an addition. So let's continue. Maybe you can do this activity at home. Maybe you can look for the articles. For example, here we have books or pencils, and we have the other column that says name. Maybe here you can do it with your brother, with your sister, and check what is the quantity of books and quantity of pencils. And then at the end, you can do the addition. Check. In the checkup number 3, this is a review of the unit number 5 and 6. So it's important to follow the instructions, to listen carefully, and do what it says in the instruction. Check.
page 60. Checkup 3. A. Listen and circle. 1,
Sing.
2,
Sofa.
3,
Watch TV.
4,
50.
5,
Sleep.
6,
Kitchen.
In the next exercise, we have to read here what is the question about, and we have to look for the correct answer. And it's important to write a check. So in the number 1, you have there a picture of 2 girls, and the question is, what are they doing? So my 2 possible answers, they are eating or they are drinking. So please write a check in the correct answer. Then number 2, are there 3 tables in the bathroom? Yes, there are, or no, there aren't. Is he listening to music? Yes, he is, or no, he isn't. 4, what's he doing? He is reading or he is writing. Then, here, it's important to check, guys. It says my instruction is just right, but I have to check the picture, I have to pay attention to it, and then I have to complete these blanks. Check. In the number 1 says, is there a clock? I know that there is a clock, but what is the position? On, under, next to, behind. So I have to look for the correct answer. And then I have my correct answer. It says like yes. What is the word that is missing here? Number 2, they doing their homework. So I have to check that there are 2 boys. So what is my correct verb to be? No, they. What is the word that is missing here? 3, how many books are? What is the word that is missing? And there 10 books. And then you have to listen here. What is the missing phrase of the blanks?
page 61. D. Listen and write. Then act. 1,
Let's play. Good idea.
2,
The living room's messy. Let's clean up. Okay.
If you need it, you can go back in the video and listen again. And then at the end, you have to write a check here according about what can you do. For example, it says, I can talk about actions like yes, like so, or definitely no. So, what do you think about the activities? Can you talk about activities? Yes, like so, or no? And then we have phonics. This is a short section in order to practice the pronunciation of these two letters. So, check and pay attention.
Page 62. Phonics bonus. A. Listen, point, and say.
S-H. Sh. Sheep. Shell. C-H. Ch. Chair. Chin. T-H. Th. 3. Think. W-H. W. Whale. Wheel. P-H. F. Phone. Photo.
It's important for you to practice this pronunciation. And then this is just to listen and practice a little bit the pronunciation.
Page 62. C. Listen and read. 1,
The sheep is on the chair.
2,
The whale has a wheel.
3,
There are 3 phones.
Finally, guys, we have here the homework, and it's just to answer the workbook. We have to answer pages 56 and 57. And of course, we have to go to Territorio and look for the activity. And if you didn't finish completing the exercises in Everybody Up, it's important to finish until the lesson number 1 and lesson number 2. And that's it, guys. So I hope that you have a nice week and see you next Saturday.